On July 7th, 2024, a YouTube channel with the name Pocketbook released a video that exposed streamer Sketch's secret OnlyFans account from 2 years ago that had gay content on it.
In doing this, I discovered that before Sketch, Kylie Cox led a life of an LGBTQ+ adult content creator known as Jamie Mar HTXXX, as well as the several other monikers related to it.
Now this dummy decides to show pictures of Sketch's hidden OnlyFans account in the video for God knows why, and most people criticized Pocketbook for showing something that's personal. But I'm not most people, and this YouTube channel is just a side project, so here are the Sketch OnlyFans leak. Wait, did you really think that I was gonna show the leak? Now I gotta be honest, I didn't really know who Sketch was before this news started trending. I saw the kid everywhere, but never knew what he does for a living or how big he really was. But from an outsider's perspective, Sketch looks like an innocent guy who just enjoys live streaming and American football. So it didn't surprise me when Sketch admitted that he was close to taking his own life when the shitty YouTuber leaked his OnlyFans photos. Because imagine not just having to force yourself coming out of the closet to your millions of followers, but also have the news spread by a guy who sounds like he had a lobotomy.
For those of us unfamiliar with Kylie Cox, he's a native Houstonian and Texan who once upon a time played linebacker at the Woodlands Christian Academy. He's a member of the Kappa Sigma fraternity at Mississippi State University.
Let's talk about this brain-dead quote-unquote journalist for a second. I did the courtesy of watching this guy's whole video, and besides having stage 4 skin cancer now, I also grew hatred for this guy. To start, this guy uses the goofy excuse that he went to school to study journalism, and the only reason he leaked Sketch's OnlyFans was because that's what they taught him in school.
However, I did go to school for journalism. In NJ school, they taught us if a story meets the standards of timeliness, proximity, interest, controversy, sensationalism, prominence, and novelty, according to Shoemaker et al. 1987, it is newsworthy and it needs to be shared with the public.
Now either this guy didn't pay attention in school or he went to Hustlers University, because it's one thing to break the news that Sketch is gay and another thing is telling your viewers how to find the hidden nude videos of Sketch.
Honestly, just Google Jamie Mar HTXXX yourself and you'll see. It's really not that hard to find if you know where to look.
This guy also didn't just tell his viewers what to search, but he also provided screenshots in his video of the Twitter user who leaked the Sketch nudes that I'm not gonna show for obvious reasons. But what I hated the most about this guy is what he said at the end of the video.
I am very interested to see how does Sketch respond to the resurfacing of Jamie Mar.
Besides sounding like a villain, why did this guy decide to show a video of a girl getting abused while saying, "I wonder what's gonna happen to Sketch now"? That's like me saying, "I hope nothing bad happens to Mr. Beast," while showing a video of a guy getting his ass kicked. This guy knows that his video is gonna hurt not just the reputation of Sketch, but also fuel endless harassment for years to come. Out of all the influencers that deserve to get an exposed video about them, this monkey decides to ruin the life of a guy who has been wholesome his whole streaming career and had no past controversies. Now thankfully, most of the community supported Sketch and welcomed his hidden past with open arms, but this could have been a much darker story if Sketch was alone at the time the news broke out. Because he said on his stream, responding to the allegation, that he was planning on ending it if his past ever got leaked.
And I have a lot of people to credit for, I'll be honest, plan A was, and I will say candidly, was to probably probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me. My original plan was, there's two things. One, either be delusional and think it's never gonna come out, or two, what's the plan after? The plan after was not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Luckily, Sketch was with the FaZe crew and they supported him the whole way through, with a specific shout out to FaZe Banks, who without a doubt saved the life of Sketch by convincing him to come back to the FaZe house after Sketch first left in embarrassment. Now Sketch ends up confirming that the OnlyFans account was him, but that he was gay and isn't anymore.
Yeah, that was me. I fucked up. I won't do it again. I'm just kidding. Well, I am dead serious about not doing it again. That was a dark time. Rough time.
Now, a lot of people on Twitter are taking this clip out of context and saying that Sketch is living proof that being gay is a disease that can be treated, which is just the goofiest claim I've heard in this whole story. The more reasonable explanation is that Sketch was just experimenting, just like most young adults do growing up, and realized that he just isn't into men. Perfectly normal, and it shouldn't be treated like it's something to be embarrassed about. But speaking about embarrassment, let's talk about the punchable face that is Sneako. This worm really went on stream to shit talk on Sketch and even decides to compare himself to Sketch.
But just the craziest thing about Sketch is I'm seeing everyone's like, Sketch is one of the most genuine dudes ever. He's genuinely, I don't know what's the new Twitch word, he's genuinely one of the most genuine guys ever. Nigga, no he wasn't. No he's not. He lied to you about his life. You're acting like it was like 2 years ago, he was taking it up the ass and getting paid for it on OnlyFans. One of those genuine guys, then he would have been straight up about his life. What a crazy thing to keep secret. It was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 5 years ago, I talked about like regrettably going to a swinger party and made jokes about it. To this day, they still bring it up. They're like, fuck, Sneako. And then Sketch gets exposed for like being a gay OnlyFans porn star. It's in the past. Let it go.
It should be illegal for Sneako to say the word genuinely. If you search Two-Face on Google Images, I wouldn't be surprised. Sneako is the first result and not the Batman villain. This guy proudly says to his Rumble audience who are 50-year-old neckbeards that the age of consent should be lower than 16 in his Rumble live streams.
16 is good in my opinion. A lot of people are saying 16. Okay, well, if you get married to a 16-year-old now, and I don't know how old you are, if you're 24 like me, when you're 35, she's gonna be, damn, my math is too slow. So it's 11 years, 16 was 11, so she's gonna be 27. She's already like, shit. You know? Even if now I marry a 16-year-old, she's already like, by the time I'm 35, it's like.
But yet, when he goes to debate Destiny that's outside of the Rumble audience, he dodges the question like a pussy because he doesn't want to show his mentally ill beliefs to the whole world.
Listen, okay, so should we update or not? What do you think the age of consent should be, Sneako?
Yeah, this is not an important conversation.
No, it's a super. You don't think fucking kids or not is an important conversation? What do you think the age of consent should be? If you want to be consistent, you don't think anything updates, just tell us what you think it should be.
I think it should be past at a developed age.
At a what is a developed age? If you had to set a law for it, what would you set it? What would you set it about?
I'd say it's a developed age.
No, answer the question, you fucking pussy. Holy shit, you're such a cowardly fuck. Stand up for what you believe in. If you actually are fucking Muslim, you're actually Islamic or whatever, then stand up for your fucking beliefs.
Comparing the story of getting cucked to Sketch's leak is diabolical. For those who don't know, Sneako went on a podcast a couple years ago and told a story of how he watched two men go down on his girlfriend while he was sitting in the same bed.
Imagine seeing the girl you love like get fucked. Get fucked. You love her? Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, love her. So if it's gonna happen, I might as well see it, supervise it, make sure everything's okay.
Wait, what? No, you didn't have to jump to that conclusion.
Well, I don't.
Wait, how close was it?
We were on the same bed. I was with his girl. He was with my girl.
You
like
was
right
on the bed?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
But I couldn't like. I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. Like I just started. Could not do it.
Now I don't have to spell out the difference between letting your girlfriend juggle balls in front of you and getting your nudes leaked to the public. So let's just cut to the conclusion of the video so I can get my chemotherapy in time.
So who your favorite? You know, like any like football clubs? Football clubs? Sketch, I am so sorry. No!
The worst thing that happened to Sketch as of right now is the gay memes that are bound to happen when news like this breaks out. And overall, it's nice to see that most people in the streaming community are supporting Sketch. I had written a script on two other influencers who hated on Sketch for being who he is, but one of them issued an apology, and the other is a clout chaser who isn't worth talking about. That's it for this video. Subscribe if you want to hear me yap about influencers more, and like the video if you enjoyed it. That's about it. You can go home now.